could you have not told us?
We were going to. It's not something you can just spring on your family.
Amber and Bailey knew. Even Callum knew.
We have another sister and we are the last ones to know about it.
Obviously, this wasn't the way you were meant to find out. We had every intention of telling you.
And we're just trying to get our heads around it too. That's why we asked the Turners to keep it to themselves.
It's a lot to take in, and we're all struggling here.
Hang on a second. Is this why Amber's been weird?
She wanted to tell you.
And you told her not to? You knew I was freaking out and you let me keep thinking that she'd gone off me?
That was my call. I'm sorry. But you just got the bad news about your swimming. And so I thought we should wait.
Well, that made it worse.
It wasn't meant to turn out like this. This is not what we planned.
Do you know where she is? This daughter of yours?
No. And we haven't got as far as talking about a search yet.
Are you going to?
Well, if we do, it's going to be a joint decision.
She's about 20, right? Bit older than Ned. Wow. That's one hell of a family tree we've got.
We're all finding this hard. I can understand how you feel.
No, I don't think you can.
This is exactly what Brad and Therese wanted to avoid.
Imogen knew something was up. She kept asking questions and Bailey caved and told her everything.
It's not your fault, we know that.
We should never have had to keep this secret in the first place. It's been so hard having to lie to Josh.
Of course. We're sorry we put you in that position.
It's Josh. He knows. They've obviously talked about it.
I should call Therese.
Well, maybe we should give them some space. Give them time to digest this as a family. You okay?
I just wish it hadn't come out like this.
At least there's no more secrets. You heard from your mum?
Yeah, she texted me just before all this blew up.
And?
And she's still offering to put ads in the newspapers.
Right. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's a long shot. I'm worried that if I say yes, I'll get my hopes up and then...
But if you don't, we might never know.
And then there's Brad and Therese. And who knows if they'll ever want to be on board.
Yeah, well, we don't need to talk to them straight away, but we do need to have a discussion. Now that Imogen and Josh know, there's no reason not to.
Oh.
You know, they're going to move us on if we don't order.
Yeah, just one more minute. Actually, you know what? You're right. We should really order.
Or you could just tell me what's going on. Why are you hiding from Paul?
I'm not hiding from him. I'm just putting off seeing him for a little while longer.
Oh, you mean him seeing us?
Look, I just want to hang on to this.
Before he tells you you're making a huge mistake.
He doesn't think you make me happy, but once he sees how totally over the moon I am, he'll change his mind.
So why don't you just tell him and get it over with?
No, I have to be smart about this, which is why I'm going to cook him dinner tonight.
Dinner?
I'll cook his favourite meals, serve his favourite wine, and then when he's in a really good mood, I'll bring you in. And you should offer to help with the Charlie's renner we've got planned.
Or we could just tell him that we're together and he'll deal with it. Look, I don't want to do anything that he's going to see as underhanded. We need to get off on the right foot.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, how mad can he really be?
Kate, he's right inside Charlie's.
I'm not seeing him face to face. A phone call will do for now.
Hey, what the devil's going on here?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. We've just had a small...
Hey, Kate. What's up? I'm busy. Dinner? Sure, yeah. What time? OK. See you then. Bye. Oh, come on. I haven't got all day.
We had a flood in the storeroom and I'm waiting for the plumber to come and fix it.
Is that it?
Well, what other catastrophe would you prefer?
You cannot leave all of this stuff here. Well, not only does it look unprofessional, but it's a safety risk for our customers. And you're just going to have to move it somewhere else.
There is nowhere else. Besides, it's only until the plumber gets here.
Don't give a toss about the plumber. Just do it, will you?
Oh, keep your hair on. What's left of it?
Hey, maybe when I give this place a change of name, I might change the manager as well, one with manners.
How long is this supposed to go on for?
What are you talking about?
Well, you're making us all suffer because Rebecca's gone.
My personal life has nothing to do with the state of this bar.
You didn't have a problem with the state of anything when Rebecca was here. You wouldn't have noticed if my hair was on fire. Look, if I could magically bring her back, I would. But it's really not our fault that she left you.
I don't want to see a box out of place when I get back. Now move.
Hey. Obviously, you're upset. Imogen.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I think we should. Look, I feel like I've disappointed you, you know, like I've let you down.
You had 5 children to 3 different women. How does that happen?
Do I really need to explain the logistics of that?
I just don't understand how you could be with Lauren and Beth so close together. I mean, did you even love her?
Who?
Lauren!
It's complicated, okay? And I wouldn't expect you to understand right now.
Can you imagine if I went around behaving like that? Or Josh, or any of us for that matter?
I made a mistake.
So you had a baby with a woman who you didn't even love.
I didn't even know about the baby.
And now you have another daughter.
Yeah. Oh, come on, don't walk away. Tell me what you're thinking.
What I'm thinking is I do not understand how you could be so calm about this. Our family is a complete mess.
I'm sorry I had to lie to you.
I'm sorry my parents made you.
They thought they were doing the right thing, I guess.
Still no excuse. I thought you were avoiding me because I'm not swimming anymore.
Yeah, your dad told me.
Just really scared me to think that I was losing you.
That will never happen.
That's the way I felt.
I love you for you, not your swimming. I thought you would have got that by now.
What was I supposed to think? I had no idea you were hiding a half-sister from me.
Yeah, it's so weird to think that we share a half-sister.
Crazy.
That's all my family's been talking about. Can we talk about something else for a while?
Yeah, it works for me. So how are we going to distract ourselves?
Not sure. I'm sure we'll think of something.
Okay, well, this is sorted. What's next?
I should have told you to use the other crockery set.
What? What's wrong with this lot?
No, nothing's wrong with it. It's just the other one's a little bit more special. Oh, I can't get this thing right. I'm just going to have to start again.
Do you really think Paul's going to care on what plates you use or how the flowers are arranged?
I just want everything to be perfect.
It will be perfect. You just have to stop worrying.
But we need him to give us his blessing.
He will.
How do you know that?
Look, Paul's difficult, but he's not heartless. Once he sees how happy you are, he'll come around.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You're right. I'm just being silly. I just need to relax.
Yeah, well, I could help you with that. Better?
Yes, much.
Leave it.
No, I can't.
Leave
I
it.
can't. It's Paul. This is going to be about half an hour late.
Perfect. You can get a lot done in half an hour.
Hey, what are you making?
Stir fry.
Oh, set the table.
I spoke to Imogen.
Oh, what did she say?
She thinks I'm morally degenerate.
Oh, she said that.
Pretty much. And you were right to be concerned about telling the kids. I had no idea the fallout would be so huge, especially for her.
Yeah, well, it's not really surprising. Imogen's only just got your attention. Now she's got to compete with somebody else.
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, I do.
But we don't even know where this child is.
No, even so, it's understandable that she'd feel threatened by having someone else in your life.
You know that you two have nothing to worry about. You will always have my attention.
We need to focus on Imogen. She's been through a lot, and you need to make sure this doesn't set her back.
Oh, Paul. We weren't expecting you for like another 10 minutes.
Obviously not.
I did not want you to find out this way.
I should certainly hope not.
Okay, but look, now that you know, can you please just be happy for us? Mark and I were in love with each other and we just want to be together.
Can I speak with you for a moment?
Look, whatever you have to say, you can say to the both of us.
You know that I love you, and I care about you deeply.
Yes, I know.
And nothing would make me happier than to see you in a loving and caring relationship. But this man is not the one for you.
Okay, look, I get why you're saying
He's
that.
just going to hurt you again.
If I could just say something.
No, you can't. Why don't you just leave? Hey, I would like to speak with my niece alone.
Fine. You gonna be all right?
No, wait. He's not going anywhere. Mark is a part of my life now.
Well, he's not welcome in my house.
Either Mark stays or I'm going.
Oh, darling, I'm only trying to look out for you.
I mean it, Paul. You either accept that we're together or I have to go.
Fine. You know where the lift is?
When?
You sure?
Yep, looks like we're going.
All right, well, you know where I'll be when you finally come to your senses. Scotch.
Scotch, please, bar goddess, would be even better.
You do not want to push my buttons right now, trust me.
I don't want to push your buttons ever, but I tell you what, it wouldn't take much. I thought you were having dinner with Kate tonight.
I take it the plumber's been and gone then?
He has. Apparently there was a crack in one of the old pipes. Cost us an arm and a leg. So, what happened with Kate?
Mark Brennan happened. Apparently they're back together.
That's wonderful news.
How is that wonderful news? He left her heartbroken more than once.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, it'll happen again, mark my words. Well, he's already turned her against me. Next thing, she'll be moving in with him for good.
Well, she will if you keep that up. Look, Kate loves you. Goodness knows why, but she does. And she's not about to dump you, just like Rebecchi did.
Just hold it right there, will you? You have no idea what you're talking about.
Call it as I see it, Mr. Grumpy.
Yeah, well, you can keep your thoughts about my romantic life to yourself. And you probably haven't had a relationship since the 70s, so just keep your mouth shut and go and run the bar, will you? Where are you going?
I'm taking my break early, and I'll tell you something. I've been under the pump the last few days. I didn't take my break yesterday, I didn't take it today, and so I will see you in 3 hours.
Well, hang on, what about the bar? Who's going to run it?
Warwick will be back from his dinner break soon. Until then, you can just figure it out. Bye!
That was ridiculous even by Paul's standards.
Finding us like that would have been a shock.
You know what, I don't think it mattered because he looked like he was ready to have a fight the second he saw us.
I can understand where he's coming from.
Can you not defend him, please?
He's just worried about you. He just wants what's best for
Yeah, well,
you.
there's a bizarre way of showing it.
I'd fight like crazy too if I thought someone was going to hurt you.
Look, it's just, it doesn't have to be this way. If Paul could just accept that we were together, then everything would be fine.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Paul's your uncle. And I didn't mean for this to come between you two.
I was stupid for thinking you'd be fine with it in the first place.
What are you going to do?
Could I maybe stay here for a little while until I figure out what I have to do?
Yeah, you can stay as long as you like.
Thanks. I'll go and get my things in the morning.
Yeah, and who knows? By then he may have even cooled down.
Maybe.
They still haven't replied. Maybe we should pop in after I've closed up at Harold's.
Whatever's going on, the last thing Brad and Tere's need is for us to be popping in. They'll get back to you when they're ready.
Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. Had to raid tomorrow's float.
Getting a bit on top of you, isn't it?
It's all right. It's only a few empties. No big deal.
Wouldn't happen if Sheila was here.
Hi, can I just have a glass of Sauv Blanc?
Sure. Anyone in particular?
You choose.
Well, I've got a lovely drop from the Marlborough region.
Fine. As long as it's tonight.
Got it. Sorry about that. It's not my usual job.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my hot-tempered barmaid to return from a break.
Do they still have those?
What, hot-tempered?
Barmaids. I would have thought there'd be a more politically correct term for them these days.
I haven't seen you around here before.
That's because it's my first time in the area.
Really? Well, in that case, it's on the house.
Thank you.
Oh, just if you've got some spare time, I'd love to show you around.
Oh, thanks, but, bartenders aren't my type.
What if I told you I was the owner?
Then I'd say you should fire yourself because you're clearly doing a terrible job.
Funny.
You're right, this is excellent. Seems a shame to enjoy it alone.
Would you like some company?
Would your boss mind?
Ooh, my boss would never let a beautiful woman like yourself drink alone. Paul.
Naomi.
Lovely to meet you, Naomi. So why don't I organise a table for us?
You didn't eat much.
I had a big lunch.
Well, you don't have to be hungry for ice cream. I can nip down to Harold's and get you some. What flavour would you like? Do you want me to surprise you?
I think we've had enough surprises, don't you?
You know it's weird to text me from inside the same house, right?
Well, if you didn't spend the whole evening in your room, I wouldn't have to, would I?
What do you want to talk about?
Take a seat.
Is this going to take long? Because I've got a lot of homework to get through.
Please. Now, your mum and I have been talking. And I want you to know whatever happens with this other child, nothing changes between us. I know I haven't been the perfect father. And I am sorry I let you down. All of you. But you need to know that you are everything to me. From the moment you were born, when I held you in my arms, I fell in love with you. And I promise whatever happens, nothing or nobody will ever come between us, okay? Is there anything you want to say?
No. Just, I love you too.
We should go finish your homework. I'll see if I can scrape together some ice cream for dessert.
Dad. You should look for her. It's the right thing to do.
I didn't see that coming.
Me either.
How do you feel about it?
What do you mean?
If I look for my daughter.
Look, the thought of you having this child, I won't lie, it's confronting. And I have to admit it was easier to ignore when the kids didn't know. But it's not about me. You do what you need to do.
So you'd be okay with it? If I try and find her?
You have a daughter, Brad. You have a right to know her, and like Imogen said, she has a right to know her dad.
So is that evidence enough that I am the owner?
Impressive. That happens to be my favourite.
Well, it is my job to know what people want. That's how I was voted in as Mayor of Erinsborough, you know?
Wow. Mayor, owner, part-time bar worker. You're a busy man.
Yeah, well, that's how I roll.
Anything else you want to tell me about? Cars, yachts, superpowers.
Oh, don't want to give away all my secrets. Well, not all at once, anyway. Here's to new friends.
To new friends.
I'll tell you what, why don't I just get some ice for that, eh?